Last week, on Landscape of Fear, the party began to leave the Mage Tower with their newfound halfling friend Pallas Falfern, who explained that 100 years ago, he made a deal with the Fae to trap the Wizard Prime in his tower. He succeeded, but was trapped as well in the magic of the spell. After his release, he learned that his family was safe and had continued on under the name of Falfern from his trickery. The actual Falfern family had been taken to the forest and dispatched in cruel experiments by the Wizard Prime. He had taken them, turned them to coronite, and had them sow their yield in the swamps within a lake. A particular lake that perhaps the party has interacted with. Pallas seemed content to face the music of the Fae, knowing they would be coming to take him back to the Winter Court if possible, and in the meanwhile, as Alaric reeled from learning that he was a clone, Pallas made sure to warn him that the Wizard Prime could body jump into him. The others searched for more clues within the tower, and Revius learned that the portal could be adjusted to take people to different rooms if they had the magical power to do so. Upon leaving the tower, the party was met by Gravlets and the Winter Assassin, a Winter Eladrin who went by the name Vil Starbinder. She wielded a blade that cut through the plains and took Alaric's blood in a deal to allow him to attempt to take care of the Wizard Prime on his own. She then took Pallas to the Winter Court and left the party on their own. The party traveled down and out of the forest back toward the town, noticing small pockets of black smoke above in the sky. As they neared, they were stopped by Nipsey, or at least they found Nipsey dozing in a bush. She warned the party that Kalsif had been burning down buildings and had started with Norik's shop. She was unaware that Glass Norik was within the building, and that Tegan was now wanted by the town guard for the tune of 1,000 gold. A paltry sum, Tegan thought. In a rare show of restraint, Tegan decided not to go into town, and the party traveled onward to the south, heading toward the Dwarven Mines. Revius and Kopesh shared a quiet conversation that involved messaging someone with magical means. They arrived at the Dwarven mining outpost and were met with chaos as wounded dwarves were being cared for. A dwarf named Louise Cragvin, the owner of the mine and matriarch of the noble dwarf family, was spearheading the triage unit and told the party that a secret manager's shaft would be made available for them. They had access as long as they looked for her missing son, the same dwarf that had been palling around with Norik these past few weeks. The party ascended the mountain and delved into the manager's shaft, seeking Kopesh's companions, who had come here, looking for a way to stop the masses of glass folk from whatever nefarious purposes they had there, and seeking the missing dwarf. As they located the elevator, a strange glass monster with impaled dwarves still stuck to its hideous mass attacked them amidst a strange scene of carnage. Spoopy. Okay.
I can't wait for Halloween.
So, feel free to reference the map. The glass figure has emerged. If you all recall, you are in a very narrow hallway, heading down a series of stairs, looking into this elevator shaft. And the elevator has just come to your level, and you are face to face with this glass monstrosity. He's a large creature, so he's about 10 foot square, maybe 10 foot tall. And there are dwarves literally impaled on the glassy spikes that are protruding from his chest.
Ew. What color is his glass?
Brownish blue. It's muddy.
Okay.
And he has a very large, like, red eye right in the center of what you would guess would be his head. Anyway, we have rolled initiative. Alaric, you are first.
Are we engaged with the creature currently?
Yes. Revius and Alaric, you are both within 5 feet of him.
Okay. I'm going to ask a few specific questions. Exactly how much distance is there between us?
Inches? I mean, like,
oh, okay, so
you're
right
within,
up there.
You're within 5 feet. So each 5 foot square doesn't really imply that you take up the full 5 feet. So there are feet between the two of you, but he is within range of attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. And then what are the walls made of?
Stone in this particular case.
Okay.
Now, these are actually, if you can see where there is stone along the hallway, it does end and turn to just like dirt and rock along the staircase,
Okay.
but then it turns back into stone for the elevator shaft.
Okay. I'd like to try to use fabricate to basically partially enclose the hallway between us and leaving only a 2-foot gap.
Sure.
To make it so that he can't really chase us, and so that we could potentially still attack if we have a little bit of distance. So essentially just like almost close the wall off, but leave a 2-foot gap.
Okay.
Like in the center of it?
Sure. Doesn't have to be, but yeah.
Okay. So you tap into your arcane focus, and maybe you put a hand on the wall, and then like pull the dirt and stone out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bryce goes creative Minecraft mode and just drops chunks of earth throughout, pinning the creature in. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
If that disengages me, I'm gonna scramble back up the stairs.
I will give him disadvantage on reaching an arm through the crack to attack you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Is that an improvised wall that you're drawing in front of you both? Like, was that what
That's
all
me.
was? Oh,
Yeah, it is.
I'm just making sure, and that's the wall. That's the wall. Okay.
It's
pretty good.
16.
Yes.
16 hits.
Okay. Would you like to shield or anything?
Yes, I will shield. Shield will take me over 16.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So, Alaric, you yank the curtains of earth and stone in between you and the giant glass monstrosity, and it reaches through with these glass knives, and it slashes at you, and it swats at you. And I mean, these claws are like half the length of your body. They aren't small. And you pull up an arcane shield as you run away, and it just barely glances the attack off of you. Excellent.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Kopesh, it is your turn.
Excellent. I'm going to pick up the position where Alaric ran off because I want to be a distraction for everybody else.
Mhm.
So I want to run up to the earthen wall that's covered in dots now.
Okay.
I'll get in close.
Mhm.
I can still reach through like the earthen wall. Like I can still like hit through it if I need to. Right? It's not.
Yeah, I am probably going to give everyone disadvantage. Oh, well, actually, I'll do 3/4 cover.
No, I mean, I'm 3/4 covered, but I mean, like, if I'm going to do like save or suck, I feel like that.
Oh
would,
yeah,
like,
you
just
can
guess.
see in there, so you can cast spells.
Okay, perfect. So I'll peek my little eyes in there on my tiptoes, and I'm going to hurl in beside me spiritual weapon cast.
Okay,
I'm
excellent.
going to cast that. I'm just going to use that shield token that I've been using.
Sure, that's fine.
Oh man. I'm sorry guys. I misread my spell. It shouldn't have worked.
Oh, that's okay. It worked today.
It worked today.
So we'll bonus action spiritual weapon attack first.
Hell yeah.
In my head, I flipped casting time and duration.
Well, it's instantaneous. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so what's the casting
Should
time
have
on
taken 10 minutes. It should have taken 10 minutes.
it? Okay, well,
You could always
Fortune
use
favors you.
corruption.
that's true. Force you to use a retroactive corruption. No, it's no problem.
I'll know for next time.
So that was a 12, so that definitely didn't hit.
Okay. Yeah, the spiritual weapon does blink into the space, and it slams down, but you see the creature recoil to the back of the elevator shaft.
Alright, so then I'll use my regular spell.
Okay.
Actually, we'll stick with the can't. It's still a spell, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and Sacred Flame it.
Okay. Dexterity save is a fail.
Awesome. And that is okay. 10 points
Excellent.
flame damage.
Excellent. You see flames leap forward as he jumps backward. He jumps right into the flames you had waiting for him. He doesn't ignite or anything, but some of the dwarves that are attached to him definitely do. So he's got flaming.
Okay, that's pretty
dwarf
fucking
now.
gross. Okay, that was disgusting. I
Well,
shouldn't have done that.
No,
They're radiantly burning though, not necessarily so it's glowing with light.
it's white fire. It's purifying. You're basically giving them like an honorable rest.
There we go. Thank you for describing it in a way that makes me less murderous. Well, not murderous, but less disrespectful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're just desecrating some bodies. It's fine.
Shut the hell up! Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. The creature will use a legendary action and take a swipe, eliminating one of the chunks of walls.
Shit.
So if we can remove just like the top or bottom wall, Bryce. But he is not free yet. Revius, it is your turn.
All right. Yes. I am going to bonus action, or no, full action put down my turret. That is gigantic. I'm going to try to walk away without taking any actions. See if he hits me.
He does not have a reaction, so he will not make an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah. All right. And then bonus action, I'll hit with my Eldritch. Yeah, I guess my Force Ballista.
Okay. So, Revius, you dash back into the room, up the stairs, deploying your turret, and it fires Force Ballista?
Yes.
Okay. Make your attack, please.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if it has a... Nope. Okay, 14.
14. Okay. It just misses. It flies into the room and glances off of like maybe its shoulder.
Okay. That is my turn. More
Excellent.
coming next round.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of we're unexpectedly fucking up so far. Let's do it.
It is the monster's turn. He will make one attack against the chunk of wall. You see him slash his claws into the stone and earth, and he eliminates it. Having one final attack, he will make this one on Kopesh.
That's what I'm here for.
And I rolled very poorly. That's a 10 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Again, the gleaming glass claws shear downward. Your spiritual shield flashes up, deflecting the blow. And that will end its turn. And it will use a legendary action.
Ooh, this thing has legendary.
Yep.
Another one. Damn it.
They almost all will, unfortunately.
That's
You
right.
mean fortunately.
Yeah.
Ah!
Fuck, it leaped.
It shears its way up the stairs with a gore attack. It just puts its claws out to its side, and it runs down the hall with its spikes outward. Kopesh and Tegan, I need strength saving throws. Fortunately,
Oh, the worst time.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
yes, you can't dodge him. He literally takes up the whole room.
My -1 modifier. I got a 16.
Excellent. You succeed.
I got a 14.
All right, Kopesh.
Wait, can I put some inspiration on it, or is it
Yes,
too
you
late?
may.
Swear to God, something good. Come on. That was worse. Never mind. Okay,
Okay.
let it happen.
You both succeed. You both do, however, still take 8 bludgeoning damage as he washes over you. Tegan, it is your turn.
Hold on one second.
Ow.
Don't I have something that I can just take half of that?
You could use your reaction to uncanny dodge and take half the damage.
Cool, I'm gonna do that.
But that is your reaction. So, although it is near the end of the round.
Well, yeah, because I go next. Okay. Okay, my turn.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this thing's right on top of me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Attack it with my glass dagger.
Sure. Make an attack for me.
18.
18 will hit. Roll damage, please. It
So-
is. Sorry, go ahead. It is engaged with your allies, so you do get sneak attack damage. I was just reminding you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
35.
35 damage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Better than me getting run the fuck over by this thing.
All right. Tegan, as the creature flashes over you, you drive your dagger up into its sternum, slipping out from behind, taking very minimal damage yourself. Is that your turn, or would you like to move?
Well, I already used my reaction, so.
You can move.
Yeah, I guess I can move. I'm gonna move behind Brevius.
Okay.
Hey.
Because that's what I do. I attack things and then I run away. So I'm gonna move behind Revius and then end my turn.
Excellent.
Kopesh gets off the ground. He's like, what the hell is that? Just dusting himself off after getting run over. And now he can't see his allies. Oh, shit.
Where?
All right, we are at the top of the round. Back to the beginning. Alaric, it would be your turn, but the creature is going to take a legendary action. And he dashes through the three of you, again attempting to gore everyone in the hallway. So strength saving throws from Tegan, Alaric, and Revius.
This is stupid.
You can only do it once a round.
I don't like him trying to gore me.
Yeah, I know.
And
You said strength.
Yeah, I failed this time, so I got an 11.
Okay.
I want to use my
Flash of
what
Genius.
is it called? Flash of Genius. And actually, I'm gonna give it to Alaric.
what does it do?
+4 to your roll.
Oh, 14.
Okay. Meets it, beats it. You succeed.
Ah! Wow.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped me anyways. That's a dirty one because it was a 2 minus 1.
Okay. Yeah. Those of you that failed, you are knocked prone and you take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Alaric, you
Nope,
succeed.
I'm gonna take 11 damage.
Okay, you take 11 damage, but you are still knocked prone.
Yeah,
It technically,
that's fine.
it is 10, Jake. It does round down. And Alaric, you only
Oh,
take 10
well.
damage.
Okay.
Alaric, it is your turn.
I just have to make sure there's 10 damage recorded.
You said 21, right?
Yes, 21 damage.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Magic Missile as a 3rd level spell.
Excellent. Roll damage. And double it.
Ooh.
Glass creatures do not like force damage, it turns out.
Don't know much about that as a light cleric.
30 damage doubled.
30 damage. Is it 30 or is it 60?
It is 30.
Okay. Excellent. Alaric, you see the creature wash over you and your allies, knocking down 2 of your friends, just running its blades along the Artificer, who gives you a flash of genius. Revius calls out seeing the motion coming, and you hear and you press yourself against the wall as it drags itself across, dodging most of its attack. You spin around as its back is exposed, and through your arcane focus, you fire off 5 darts. Yeah. And they find weak points in the back, and you just see it shattering and cracking and splintering through its back as it takes massive damage, and it is bloodied.
Woo!
Is that your turn?
If there is any cover, I'm gonna just try to get behind whatever this little crystals thing is.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Kopesh, it is your turn. I cannot hear you.
Huh? What was that? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what my positioning is.
That's okay. It's your turn. The creature is
I see him.
25
Perfect.
feet away from you.
Excellent. So just out of the spiritual weapon range. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll move it forward 20.
Okay.
And I myself will move forward. All right, not close enough to get there, but at least to cover the distance, I think, because I have to go a little bit. And I will raise my devotee center that I put my focus on, to painted a picture of it and wave it and say, I've used the power of whatever light I have in me to hit you with it.
Okay.
So I'll use my channel divinity radiance of the dawn.
Oh.
I need a con save from it.
Excellent.
I know there's no magical darkness on the field, so that doesn't matter, but
It's a dirty 20, unfortunately.
all right, so I'm going to roll 2d10 plus 7, and then you'll take half damage.
Okay. Excellent.
So that's 18 divided, so 9 damage. 9 radiant damage.
Okay. He will take the 9 radiant damage. You see Kopesh come charging back up the hall, worried for his friends. The shield rematerializes halfway down the hall, and the devotee censer blares with light as it shines over the creature. Again, searing the corpses, but also mostly just the glass elemental. Is that your turn, Kopesh?
That's my turn.
All right. The crystal statue will use a legendary action to attack the prone rogue on the ground.
Of course.
Oh, buddy.
You look delicious, don't you, down there?
I am very delicious.
Mhm.
That's a 26 to hit.
Oh no, that misses.
You take 10 slashing damage. I rolled pretty low. And
Okay.
Revius, it is your turn.
Okay. I stand up after being knocked down for half of my health. Ow. And
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
yes, yes, I do.
Yeah, you know what? We're the Chumbawambas right now.
I know that it's bloodied, but this thing really hurt, so I'm gonna try to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay. You can throw that in the back. I will give you a dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
15. Not great, but
He fails with a natural 1.
yeah! Cool.
Everyone now has advantage on attacks against the creature.
Oh, good.
And
I needed that.
then my little ballista is gonna walk as far as he can, which is 15 feet, and shoot at him.
Excellent. Make an attack roll. With advantage.
Woo! $17 to hit.
17 to hit. Roll damage and double it, as I believe it is force damage.
Yes, it is.
Ashley, what does Revius's Fairy Fire look like? Is that like a grenade? Is that a...
It pretty much kind of looks like a really weird sort of oblong EMP grenade, and he throws it, and it basically just explodes into electrodes, and he's just outlined in this thin crackle of electricity.
Excellent.
Ooh, a force hand grenade instead of a holy one.
Sorry, I'm trying to look for my damage on.
That's okay. Revius rushes, or stands up, rather, throwing this EMP grenade. It showers the creature with electrical highlights, and then follows up immediately with a pulse of blasting energy from the little crab-like golem that is generally on his shoulder.
Oh,
19 damage.
And you doubled that already?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Creature is not looking good as he's being hammered with force damage.
It didn't look good to begin with, I hate to say.
That's true.
Ah, boy.
All right, it is the creature's turn. He
That's the
marches
creature's
forward.
turn?
It is. It's just weird with legendary actions. It feels like he keeps going. He is going to make another attack against the downed Tegan for a 24 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
dealing 15 slashing damage.
Cool.
And then he's going to make an attack on Kopesh without advantage. Ooh, for another 24 to hit.
That hits.
And he will deal 10 slashing damage. And that is his turn.
I'm very much bloodied.
Well, it's your turn, Tegan. Can you make the
Great.
difference? You have advantage on attacks.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get up and then attack it. So that's all I'm doing. This.
I look up.
Attacking it.
About time, lazy bones.
I mean,
Oh, are you giving?
you know after your turn another gore attack is coming. He's just going to rush down the hallway, so...
Yeah, well, Mayor. Actions. I fucking missed.
With advantage?
Oh, no, I didn't. I guess I have the advantage. 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage and sneak attack.
You're welcome.
Yeah?
Plus-
Don't forget the extra damage dice that your dagger has.
Yeah, I know. That's what I need to do. Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. And... Oh, wow, that was bad for sneak attack. 28.
28. Tegan, as you stand up, you drive the dagger into the chest of the creature, deftly maneuvering around the spikes. You feel your hand cave in and crack as the spider webbing runs all over the creature. Plates of glass start to fall off of it, but it's just barely still alive. Are you dual wielding?
No.
Okay. I would have allowed you to make
No,
a
I'm not.
bonus action attack if you were wielding both of your weapons.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Would you like to maneuver yourself at all? It cannot make attacks of opportunity against you.
Yeah, I'd like to move behind it so that it doesn't gore me.
It will gore only you now. All right. Excellent.
That's what I would like to do.
All right. We are at the top of the order. Alaric, Revius, and Kopesh.
Yeah.
Seeing the success of the magic missile, I will.
All right, you moved. Did you do the legendary action again?
I need strength saving
Yeah.
throws.
Before you do it this time,
Yeah?
I'm
That's
gonna-
why you're saying all of our names.
Yes.
all right, before you do it this time, can it see? Technically,
Yeah.
I'll warding flare as a reaction.
Okay.
So
What's that?
disadvantage. Oh wait, no, it's only on attack rolls. You have to saving those. Never mind. Screw it. It doesn't work. I'm not going to do that.
Aw.
Sorry, I forgot. I keep forgetting it's a save, not a attack.
Yeah. All right.
Would shield technically be no? Because that's only AC. Never mind.
Yeah. Flash of Genius would work, and you'd be welcome to use that on yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it on myself this time. I'm hurt bad.
I rolled a 0.
Ooh. Okay.
It didn't do anything.
I rolled
It's
much
a
lower
save.
on damage this time.
Oh,
it's a
good.
strength.
Yeah, strength save. 14 is the number to beat or hit.
All right. I think we all failed.
Did everyone
What
fail?
did you get?
13.
15?
Ooh,
13. Oh no.
no.
All right, you are all knocked prone, and you all take 13 bludgeoning damage.
That would have killed
Okay.
me.
I can take that. That's fine.
Alaric, it is your turn. Are you still alive?
I'm still alive, baby. I'm standing
Hell
up.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
Oh, shit.
hurting. But I see an opening that Tegan created. Shove a magic missile right up in it.
All right. Roll attack damage. I guess just damage in this case.
13 doubled is 26.
Excellent. Alaric, as the creature rushes over you and your allies, dragging its claws on the floor, you see your friends spin around, slashed, thrown to the ground, bloodied. As it approaches you, it knocks into you with its chest, those impaling shards of glass, but you reach a hand into the hole created by Tegan, and you let fly every magic missile you have left, shattering the hallway with its crystalline glass, killing it.
Yes.
Everyone roll for damage because of the shrapnel that Alaric created.
You all take 20 piercing damage, unmitigated. You're all dead.
Thanks, Alaric.
I would be okay.
Thank God. But no one takes any damage. Well done, everyone. That
I
was
immediately start looking at my body and seeing if there are any slash wounds from the glass, and I'm fixated on them, seeing if anything is changing about me.
Make a medicine check.
I'm gonna walk over to Kopesh and
8.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you inspect yourself. The wounds look like wounds. It doesn't seem to have infected you to any degree. It was definitely gross. You feel pretty icky because you got attacked by a creature that was already covered in gore. But no, the glass surfaces on your own body from the corruptions that you've used seem to be separate and alone, and not intermingling at all.
Okay.
Kopesh,
I get up. Ow.
could you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure.
he's gonna fail.
Oh, confidence.
Yeah.
25.
Wisdom saving throw from Kopesh.
Okay. Excellent. Nothing happens.
Yay.
Oh boy. I mean, I guess if we were knocked on our ass, right?
Mhm.
All right,
Everyone okay?
Well,
I could sit down for a spell.
I could definitely,
not really.
I could use some tea. God, if only Nipsey was here.
Not sure
Neat.
tea can heal us.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just pretty relaxing.
No, but Nipsey's tea could certainly
dull
make
the
it
pain.
feel a little less.
It would feel more like home.
Do you think there are any more of these down there?
Oh God, probably.
I mean,
I don't know. They were who was the woman that we were talking to earlier? What was her name?
Louise Cragvin.
Louise. Yeah, Louise said that they were dealing with one, right? Only one of these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I'm
mean,
worried.
I was looking at the injured people. I really wasn't paying attention. My bad.
we need to find her son.
Yeah. How about we find a corner we can sit in and maybe hide ourselves from danger while we let these wounds heal a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I got run over multiple times.
Yeah, I'm on my last legs.
All right, let's find a safe spot to post up for a second, and we can talk over what we know while we rest.
I mean, we could go back to the common rooms. At least there's some furniture in there.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, we can take it back a little bit. We're not just gonna rest down the middle of this fucking mine shaft. I can't do that.
Don't forget
Yeah,
about
sounds good.
the healing potions that you acquired as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use a healing potion.
Okay.
How many did we acquire?
3. Those are,
Ah, that's right. You guys all have them.
I believe,
Yeah,
they're
that's-
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Yeah, like 4d4, not 44.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was like 44. Wow, that's gonna just heal me all the way.
Oh, what is Gabe gonna throw at us down in this mine if he's giving us those?
Like, all right, fuck yeah. I'm gonna roll
Sure.
4d4.
Heal for 15.
And again, you're welcome to take the short rest and then decide to use a potion if you want.
How much does the
Okay.
short
Yeah,
rest
I'm
was for?
I'm gonna rest up.
A short rest?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
God,
will
yes.
heal for the amount of hit die as per level that you choose to expend.
We
So-
took a short rest earlier too, so this is our second short rest.
Too bad I don't get spell slots back on a short rest.
Yep, got to do with what we got.
What is my hit die, Gabe?
1d8 per level of
1d8.
rogue.
Okay.
Plus your
so-
constitution modifier for each roll.
Oh, cool.
I used 4. I used 4 on my last short rest. So I've only got 3 hit die left.
Okay.
Fun. Are we going back to the room first, though? I'm not resting out here. Kopesh gets up and starts walking back to the room.
Okay. Yeah, I get up and start walking as well.
Okay. You march back down the hallways, spattered with blood and smears, heading through the portcullis back into the common rooms. There's the kitchen, which is still well stocked. If you wanted, you could make yourself some food. You could rest.
Okay, so
on
I
the
healed
chairs.
for 28 using my hit die.
Excellent. Okay.
Is there like a fire or a hearth in here?
Yeah. They're sputtering out. They've been neglected for some time, but you could stoke it with some wood.
Yeah, I want to stoke it.
I'll give you a hand.
Stoke it.
Stoke it, stoke it.
I'm good with fire. Let me help. Start throwing sparks in it.
Excellent. Yeah, you have a nice fire in the hearth. You're all welcome to rest, heal up.
I am now going to dual wield from this point on.
Short rest.
I mean, that means that you can make an attack with your bonus action. Unfortunately, your dexterity modifier will not be added to the damage. But if you
That's
miss with your first attack, it can still land sneak attack damage. So,
Yeah.
and since you're a swashbuckler, you don't need to use your bonus action to disengage and run. All right. So, you all sit down in the kitchen, the common room. You stoke a fire. You prepare to rest. It's about an hour. You tend to your wounds. Does anyone want to discuss anything during this time?
I meditate on the nature of this creature and just like about how it came to be.
Absolutely. Would you like a check on that for something specific, or are you just mulling things over?
Like a check.
Sure.
Maybe history or nature or something.
I would say nature if you're thinking about just like the physical composition of the creature. Arcana if you are focusing on origin.
Yeah, Arcana then. Oh, nice. 24.
Okay. Perhaps you scooped up some of the fragments of glass, thinking about, comparing it to the other glass you've seen, whether that be chunks of glass buried in the earth, chunks of glass off of the people that have turned into it, your own corruption. And it really doesn't resemble any of those. It's a different hue. You do identify some latent magics involved with it. Arcane magic, to be precise.
Okay.
No signs of marbles were in the creature, but there's definitely something about it that's familiar to you.
My connection with bad boy.
Taladel.
Who needs to be topped off with healing? I've got
Paladel.
2 additional spell scrolls. I can heal up.
I'm okay once we actually take the short rest. I rolled die.
All right. Anybody else need to be topped off after the short rest? I'm screaming over my shoulder. Like, anybody need some healing? As I cook.
I'm okay too. Thank you.
I'm good now.
All right. Then I'll use it on myself.
Okay. And don't forget, if you want to save those, you do have some potions. Up to you guys.
I mean, they're already cure wounds scrolls, so I might as well use them as is.
Yeah. Excellent. They're using the stuff I gave them. It's a miracle.
Listen. I didn't want to use it, but we're in this dungeon.
Excellent.
Hey guys, I think this creature was made with a spell.
You
Actually, it
think?
was created. I don't think it's a monster like the other kinds we've seen.
Do you think it's a part of the, coronite seeding process?
No, in this case, I think it was created with magic. Not a natural formation, otherwise. Where we were worried about bullywugs becoming, mutated crystalline versions of them, this is different. It probably took a good amount of magic to create something like this, so I think finding a dozen of these would be difficult, which is great news. Doesn't mean there wouldn't be another one up ahead.
I sincerely hope you're right. I can't get run over like that multiple times in a day.
Yeah.
It's not good for my little ones.
Short rest is an hour, right?
Correct.
Okay. My little friend is gone. He makes it back to the room just in time for everybody to see him just, crumble to dust.
Aw.
Oh, bad.
But it's okay. He'll be back.
It was quite handy in battle there.
Indeed. He's a creation of my own.
A specific type of damage was similar to my magic missiles. Helpful to keep around down here against these glass creatures.
Apparently so. Perhaps I should invest in more
I got lunch.
shattering effects. What?
I got lunch.
Kopesh shambles over
Yes.
with lunch that he's prepared from the dwarven leftovers.
He made sandwiches.
That basically, I made toasted sandwiches. I don't know what this meat is, but I cooked it, and there's some bread. So there we go, toasted sandwiches for everybody.
Give me a survival check, Kopesh.
Oh no!
That would be a 22.
22. The sandwiches are delicious. It looks like
I was
Kopesh
worried.
found
Hey!
some salted pork, some, sort of honey mustard that the dwarves had squirreled away.
I just put it on there. I didn't check what it was. I just started smearing it.
You found something in a gilded glass bottle hidden in a secret compartment, so you just knew it would be good. But yeah.
I really do hope that your prediction is right with this one, Alaric, because those things are terrifying. And if the dwarves couldn't hold them back, and we know these things are pretty damn dangerous.
I hope so too. Revius, how much time would it take you to create some kind of grenade or exploding device that uses the same magic as your turret there? Possible?
What device?
Exploding.
I'm sorry. Bloating? Exploding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same difference as bloating.
Ploding, imploding, exploding. Overploding.
Well, I suppose I could try and fashion up some sort of maybe throne device.
Give
Something
me,
that functions like your fairy fire, except damages the creature.
give me
Yes.
a tinkering check, Ashley, just your tools. So a d20 plus your proficiency. Did everyone eat a sandwich?
Yeah.
You did not, Tegan?
No.
Alaric?
Hater.
I ate a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Kopesh?
Of course, I'm going to eat my own sandwich.
Those of you that ate sandwiches, roll a d6 and add those to your temporary hit points.
Woohoo.
What?
Oh, it was a 1. Oh,
The sandwich wasn't that good. I got it too. It was so. Despite what Gabe said, it was actually just an okay sandwich. You're like,
hey,
you're like,
any sandwich that gives you temp HP is pretty fucking amazing.
You're like
right?
You're like, this mustard is not that good. I'm like, shit, was it mustard?
If possible, can I use my corruption to tinker with these things?
Yes, you can add a 10.
Okay.
And if you could tally up your corruptions and add them to the channel, that would be good.
Well, it's a good thing I used that. 19 total.
Okay. You see Revius with a sandwich in mouth begins poking through the rooms. You see Revius sort of pulling one of the furnaces apart and grabbing some of the fuel from the base, like some coal and some charcoal. Runs over to the cabinets, even checks like the manager's office, and you find a little bit of smoke powder that would be similar to what they use for fireworks or explosives. You pour it into a glass tube, you wrap it in cloth, and then you put a little fuse into it with some twine from the kitchen. You think that you have fashioned a little bit of a makeshift grenade.
Molotov?
Yeah, but you've lined the tube with silverware. You think it might deal a little bit of force damage, but it's probably more going to be like slashing, piercing.
Okay.
I'll say 1d6. So if you can type this down for me.
Mhm.
DC 12, because it's makeshift. 10 square feet. 1d6 force damage. 1d6 piercing damage. Half on failure. Or I'm sorry, half on a success.
Half. Oh, for the saving. Okay.
Yeah. And anyone can throw that. It's a makeshift weapon.
How many? 1?
Just one, yeah.
Okay.
And it's with a bonus action.
DC 12 dex.
Sure. And a 10-foot square.
Yeah.
And we'll say that you did it during your rest.
Okay.
That's cool, Revius. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yes, it's a little haphazard, but given the time we had to put this together,
Is that twine?
maybe.
I giggle. I wipe crumbs.
Look, I only have a few things. It's not like I can spend time going back into the city.
Listen, you know, I'm just messing with you. You know, your inventions are honestly top notch, no matter what you use with it.
Revius just
That's
mumbles
sass.
and is huffing in the corner.
I said, was that sass as you eat my sandwich?
No. The sandwich is lovely. Thank you.
I'm kicking my legs on the stool because I can't get up.
All right. The short rest has ended. You have a makeshift bomb, a paltry sum of temporary hit points, and a little bit higher spirits as you decide to, I assume, delve down
Deeper.
through the elevator.
Let's go back. Hopefully there's not another creature waiting for us. I'll take point.
Okay.
And I'm holding up my
Oh.
lantern.
Let's go. The lantern. That's what I do.
Okay. Kopesh, you have succeeded on a wisdom saving throw as you pass by the remnants and corpses of dwarves and glass. This time, Alaric, I would like a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled pretty well. 19.
Okay. Nothing happens. You enter the elevator. The gearbox is working, in working order, and you can, on the inside of the elevator, and you can take it where you'd like to go.
All right, well, I'll let Revius do it because he likes machines. So I'll just look at him like, good luck. I'm not touching
He looks
it.
like a child in a candy store. He's just like looking at it like, oh, this mechanism, it's so sturdy.
Can you get this sturdy mechanism to move?
I mean, I am twice as tall as you, so probably.
Oh.
Damn, you heard that? You heard that, Tegan? Damn.
Oh, don't worry, I'm 3 times as tall as Tegan.
Ha!
Revius, you begin to work the mechanism, and the elevator begins its descent. The large mining elevator grinds its way down, level after level. Alaric, using the map, will allow the party to understand just how far down the dwarves have delved, and it is deep. The greed of the Cure Hall people to attain their coronite has surpassed all expectations. Minute after minute ticks away, grinding downward. Level after level. Darkened and abandoned gate after darkened and abandoned gate, until it finally grinds to a halt at the end of the shaft. An abandoned common room, well lit, comes into view with the elevator's arrival. Tables and chairs strewn about amidst pillars holding the spacious room from collapsing. The room stretches about 40 feet deep, ending with 2 closed portcullis gates across from your entry on the elevator. 20 feet stretched to the right of you, it seems to be spottily masoned walls, holding open another portcullis into a darkened hallway, with some cabinets along the wall. On the left, another 40 feet ends in bedrolls, tents, and hammocks strung up between the pillars holding this chamber up. So please reference Owlbear and place.
I was about to call you out, but then you realized you updated the map immediately when you said that. As I said, I don't say. Shut me up.
It's all choreographed, Greg. Come on.
Should have known.
You guys are welcome to place your miniatures. So as you note, as you come into this chamber, it's a very large chamber. It's a very large rectangle. There are gates at the far end as you arrive on the elevator. There's a gate to your right. There's lots of tables, bedrolls, cabinets, mining tools. There's even some latrines that you can see along the wall on your left. But the chamber in general is completely abandoned. The bedrolls look used. The tables look like used as well. It's much like the scene above, a very functioning space, but as far as any presence, it is empty.
Oh man, we should have rested here. This place looks more comfortable.
Yes, but there are latrines on the wall. I don't think you would have want to smelled that the entire time.
I've smelled worse. I've had to clean the latrines back at the Holy Hall, so I'm kind of used to it by now.
That's awful.
I graduated to door duty, so I didn't have to smell it. I was the furthest point away. I'm just shuffling through, seeing if there's anything that's like dangerous or pointy.
Yeah, can we see through the gates at all?
You can. So peering through the portcullises on the right, you note that the chamber is dark. Do you have dark vision? I think you're a tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay. The chamber on the right is dark. You see like a small pile of ash, and then it curves away, seemingly empty. There are gear mechanisms along the walls that seem to be in working order that would lift the portcullises up. There is also a series on the northern wall, and I think I see Tegan and Kopesh have headed up to the north past the tables. And if they look through, there is lights in that chamber. There's large pillars, rugs, sconces on the walls that are lit, and there's a bunch of benches. It looks like a waiting room with another portcullis at the far end.
Well,
Cool. I'm gonna use the gear and open up the portcullis.
Yeah, you
I'm
crank,
going to watch you because I'm not going to help you at all.
you crank the gear, and the portcullis opens with ease, and you are welcome to enter the waiting room chamber if you'd like.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna go in there.
Okay. You enter the waiting room, and about looking around, you see another portcullis at the far end. Peering through, it appears to be like an intermediary space, where there's 2 sets of portcullises locking in the room. if you peer through this door, you can see into a well-lit office beyond, but the intermediary chamber has a broken mechanical piece. The gears shafts inside the intermediary room are shattered and unusable.
It's unusable. Like, I can't try to do like a sleight of hand check to like doing some kind of lock picking to get it to work.
You can push the gear shaft, lift this portcullis, go into the next room, and this is where the broken mechanic is, the broken piece. By the looks of it, it looks completely shattered. It would take an actual engineer to put it back together, or an artificer perhaps, with some mending skills. But it will take time.
Revius,
Yes, Tegan.
can you fix that?
Fix.
The
I peer through the door.
The gear.
Probably. It might take a few minutes. It's definitely got a bit more busted than I'm used to, but
Walk back and check on Alaric. Make sure he's still doing okay.
Well, I mean, if you see that rug that's in this room, I really want to get there.
There is a bearskin rug in the next room in the office. I will read the description for the office. A 30
go ahead, sorry.
Okay. A 30 by 40 foot rectangular room is cluttered with creature comforts. As you peer into the chamber on the left, the southern wall, you see a comfy leather chair with a chessboard before it. Beyond that, a few casks of ale or wine in the corner. Above those barrels,
Yeah, I want to get in there.
along the far wall, there are skins and trophy kills hung on the wall, a bearskin rug on the floor, a large, comfortable-looking bed, and a desk rests in the midst of the chamber. But on the right-hand wall, there's a series of stones that have been spilling inward through the chamber as though the wall behind it collapsed. Boulders appear to be holding that cave-in from getting worse. A peculiar orange-looking root appears to have sprung forth from the dirt that was upheaved.
Yeah, I need to get in there.
Okay. You were impatiently waiting behind Revius as Revius works on the mechanism. Revius,
could you back up? I need just a few feet to work, please.
what are you doing to repair this?
I mean, I'll take out my my
Magic
all-purpose tool
Tool.
and cast quote unquote mending.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. So mending takes about a minute to use, and you're noting as you go, this thing has been thoroughly destroyed. So you mend piece by piece. So the minutes are going to slide by as you're working with this impatient Tegan at your back. I would like a series of 3 checks, just 3 proficiency checks. And this isn't really pass-fail, this is just a time. And while you're doing that, Alaric, what are you up to?
I just want to inspect these bedrolls just to see what we got going on over here.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
13.
Okay. The bedrolls appear to be lightly used. The hammocks that are strung up are in good condition. The tents have some possessions still within them. So whoever was here has hastily left. I would say the biggest thing you're noticing is what you're actually not seeing as you're going through these. There's no shards of glass. There's no spots of blood. This does not appear to have been a point of violence for whatever reason they left this room.
Okay. Is there any sign of Torin? The items that may be from him?
Not in this chamber. What were your checks, Rebius?
A 5 on the first,
Mhm.
an 18 on the second, and a 10 on the last one.
All right. You begin to work on the mechanism, and your repair of the first part goes very poorly. Tegan is behind you. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? And
Tegan,
finally,
for fuck's sake.
you push Tegan back and refocus your efforts on the second mechanism, and you repair it swiftly. However, this excites Tegan, and Tegan returns to pestering you, which slows you down again. It probably takes you like 10 minutes, which is, if you were just alone in your workshop, this would have been a 3-minute job, in and out. But you do repair it, and you are able to give a nice tug on the mechanism, and the portcullis raises.
Nice.
Tegan runs in, activating
I also
every.
walk in,
Okay, Revius walks in as well.
but not as excited.
I wanna do a nature check on that route.
Okay, make a nature check, please.
Okay.
Oh, and just to be nice, I yell behind us, guys, we've opened the door.
Excellent.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
kind of figured as much by me running into the room.
You can't force me in the room. I heard you unlock the room, but I'm still looking around.
I got
I'm
a
like, I
three.
I really don't care about what's going on.
It's a route.
Tegan, you have no clue what this stupid route is, and you hate everything about it. You are welcome to ask another member of your party to attempt to also identify it.
Guys, do you see this route? Do you see it? Because I know that it's a route. So
It does look out of place, as well as that entire wall section. Did you roll investigation?
Nature for the route, investigation for the room.
For the root. 16.
All right. With a 16, was it nature or investigation?
Nature.
Nature. Okay. You are aware that this is called marrow vine. And that marrow vine is used, it's seen as a good sign, a sign of good luck by dwarven miners. It's not typically this deep, but it's a very laden, like dew laden, it has a lot of like liquid nutrient in it. So if you were to bite into it, so if there was a cave in, it's seen as like a boon for miners. If they get trapped, they know that they can sustain themselves on it for some time while they wait for rescue. And something that's seen as a good sign typically means, dig here.
Can I cut it out and pocket it?
Sure, yeah.
Great.
That would definitely replace like a liquid ration. Or you can wring it out or cut it up and wring it out and actually get a good bit of water out of it.
Cool.
So it is out of place. It's not typically here. It's seen as a good sign for dwarves. Yeah.
It's also coming into this space.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
There are some papers on the desk as well. Kopesh, you are lagging behind, yes?
Exactly, because they're all like into the searching of this. I'm just kind of like,
Okay. What are you doing?
the right side of the room. I'm gonna look towards that.
Okay. You are fiddling, like you're there's shovels, there's mining pits on the
I'm
ground.
kicking. I'm kind of kicking and like
Okay.
shoving things and touching that.
You're making some noise. And you head over towards that portcullis and you peer in and you see that bit of ash, the pile of ash in the middle of the floor. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ah, shit. So originally, is this magical in origin? I need to ask, because I rolled an 8.
I would say, I mean, it is born of magic, but it is not like a spell.
Because gnome cunning says I have advantages on these throws if it's involving magic. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so an 8.
Okay. Excellent. We will get back to you. What are you guys doing in that room?
Can I do an investigation check on the cave-in to see if I can figure out what caused it?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Yet again, a 3. So I'm
Okay.
really good at investigating and nature stuff.
You're looking real hard at that pile of rocks. Oh boy. Looks like a
Guys.
cave-in.
I think the wall gave out.
You know, it's
Yes,
fortunate because the
very
wall
good,
did just
Tegan.
give out. But
So
Can
nothing
I,
to see here.
Can I look through the drawers?
yeah, if you fiddle through his drawers, you find that the handwriting matches the handwriting of the maps and documents that Alaric found.
Maps?
Fellman.
Well, there are no maps here.
Delhurst?
Yes, this is the foreman's quarters on this level. It seems that he would have multiple quarters wherever he had to be. If you're looking through it, there is a piece of paper on top of the desk that's written in hand, just by ink. Written in ink by hand. I don't know why I mixed those up. It says, "The fever is too great. I fear it will take me too. I have been performing some excavations of my own in my chamber. I simply cannot resist it anymore. I know that beyond this wall there is something beyond all expectations. Riches the fools above cannot comprehend. The risks to integrity are worth the undertaking. I will prove you all wrong, but should I not, then these are my last words." And it is signed Themond Dulhurst, the foreman. Kopesh.
Don't get too close to whatever those are. And I'll call over Alaric to try and get his opinion on it.
Okay.
Oh, don't tell Tegan because riches beyond
I'll
the
call
wildest
over-
dreams.
Well, yeah, okay, that too. I don't call over Tegan specifically for that reason.
Kopesh.
Yeah.
As you are standing in the hallway peering through that portcullis, you hear Father Krios calling for help.
Uh-oh. I look around. I'm like, huh.
Beyond that darkened hallway, away from your party.
Damn, he must have beaten us here. I yell out to the others. I hear danger. I'm going ahead.
Okay.
And then I move into the hallway.
Okay. You pull back the gear mechanism. It slides open. You run into the dark hallway. It loops gently to the left. And as you run through this dark hallway, you open the next portcullis because it's another one of these intermediary chambers. The portcullis grinds up, and you enter what looks to be sort of a cathedral room. Like there's grand spiraling arches soaring up into the sky. There are glass windows. It's amazing that so deep underground you would see the sunlight here. As you rush forward into this large chamber, and there's a large altar in the very center. Standing upon it, there is Father Krios and your friend Iadai. And they beckon to you. Father Krios says, "Kopesh, it's so good that you've made it. We've been waiting for you."
Waiting? I thought you guys are going ahead of me. Why are you guys just waiting in here? How'd you guys get in here?
We found it. The most holy place in the mountain, where the hero went.
Here? Of all places?
Here, in the heart of the mountain. Come, gaze upon its glory.
I would do it.
He holds a
Sure.
hand out, beckoning you to stand upon the dais in the center of the chamber.
And we never see Kopesh.
Let me get my friends in here because they need to see this too. Hey guys! I hollow down the hallway.
You turn and yell. The portcullis is gone. It is a
hell?
stone wall.
I turn back towards them. What happened to the door?
What door?
I came in through that door.
You're here now. That's all that matters.
I raise an eyebrow. I'm like, no. If I am not going to discover something new without TJ being here because she'll kill me if I don't let her in on this. Can you?
That's true friendship.
Who's TJ?
And we will switch back to the others.
I'm fucked.
We'll actually take a short 5-minute break now.
Okay.
For Kopesh, it'll be a long 5 minutes of his life.
Yeah, it's going to be a long dungeon crawl. Well, it won't, but it'll feel long.
It's fun. I'm excited.
Hey, be right back.
1 temporary HP.
1 temporary HP.
Hey, better than none.
Indeed. All right. So, the rest of the party, you are still standing in this office. Revius has just called you over to review the documents he has found. You did hear Kopesh yell out once, and he said that he was going to check the next chamber.
Right. The other portcullis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the common room.
Well, considering that I wasn't invited to read those documents, I'm gonna go and investigate Kopesh.
I did just call out in the room if you would like to come and look at them, but it might be useful to
It wasn't a person.
metagame. Metagaming Kopesh might be lost.
Looking with Revius at the documents.
Okay. Tegan, if you rush back to the other chamber, you find no evidence of Kopesh.
Weird.
Indeed. You did hear the grind of the portcullis. You think that he opened the door and went through.
I'm gonna look through the portcullis.
Okay. Again, you see
obviously don't see him.
You see nothing. A dark chamber that yields its way to the left, curving away out of sight, and you see a pile of ash on the floor.
Okay. Can I turn the gear and go in?
Yeah, you pull the gear. The portcullis grinds open. What are the two of you in the office doing as Tegan enters? I think you're muted, Bryce.
You're muted, Bryce.
Revius, this says that the fever is too great, and there's something beyond this wall, beyond all expectations. That sounds pretty grand.
I'm guessing it has something to do with the root, yes. I mean, perhaps it was something that he thought could help with the load fever, but I have a feeling it
Yes.
didn't.
I'm wondering, is this the statement of a madman, or did the fever already take him, or is he still of sound mind and body?
I think this is the statement of a dead man.
Well, I'm curious enough to remove some of these rocks. I just don't know how far I have to follow this route or
Well,
dig.
we could always bring Kopesh back in here and perhaps have us all dig for a while, but I think it might be something we need to come back to. Unless you want to take those roots with you. I just might advise not touching them too much.
I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, so...
True.
Sure. Can I just have one more glance around this room? I don't think anyone's investigated the room itself.
I think Revius did with an investigation check.
I looked
You're
at
welcome.
the
I did.
drawers.
Okay. You're welcome to,
I
Bryce,
got
if you'd
3.
like.
Oh, dang it.
10?
Hmm.
Okay.
It's a room.
Yeah. You rifle through things. You see the ornate chessboard with all the pieces, the leathered furniture. Like, it's a nice room. There's a lot of nice furnishings. But as far as things to note, again, what Revius noted, the writing, matching handwriting of the notes that you have. It seems like there's a progression to the notations. That at first he was looking over schedules, nervous about, where certain dwarves were going missing, where they worked. And then down here, as he spent time down here, the notations changed to crazy writings, where he was also probably becoming infected himself the closer he got to the source.
I just corroborate this, like where we've been with the map that I have, just to orient myself.
Yeah.
Just make sure that I'm, like, holding the map the right direction, and okay, that's this
Yeah.
room, this room.
You're holding it at northeast.
Yeah, you can certainly orient yourself correctly with the map.
Right.
With
With that said,
there is no note of any chamber beyond this one on the map.
okay. That said, can I keep the map out as we go toward the call this room ahead?
Absolutely, yeah. Do you all return to the other room?
Yeah,
I
think so.
As you do so, Alaric, as you come back and you're holding the map out in front of you, you see the turning chamber. It sort of loops to the left, and then there's a long rectangular chamber laid out. It's almost the same size as the common room, but it's vertical. So it's just this very deep and long chamber. But yeah. You see that Tegan has gone through. Tegan, as you entered into this intermediary chamber, this darkened chamber, there is a dwarf. He is kneeling on the ground at another ash pile beyond the curve. So you did not see him before.
Is it Kopesh?
It is not Kopesh. Kopesh is not a dwarf.
Oh yeah, he's not a dwarf.
It is Torin. And he is kneeling,
Torin!
Oh!
quietly mumbling to himself. He's sifting through the ash. He's taking the ash and he's stuffing it into his pouches. He says, I found it. Ha 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 ha.
Torin!
What? Whom? Who? Where? What are you? Who are you?
I'm Norik's sister.
Norik. Norik's gone.
Yeah, yes, he is. You have something of mine?
I have nothing of yours. What do you mean?
You have a map?
He scrambles backwards on his feet and he stands up and continues stuffing the ash into a pouch.
Bro, could you stop doing that, please? That's a little bit unsettling.
Why are you... What is this ash?
Gold? What ash? It's all gold. I found so many riches.
He continues stuffing it into the sack.
And rubies as large as your fist.
Can I look at his
yes.
face and try and see if there's some obvious sign wrong with him? Like, I don't know, glass all over his face, or his eyes are glowing, or some bullshit.
Make him a perception check.
Okay. I guess just mostly trying to find the cause of what's making him insane or crazy or hallucinate. 18.
18. You note that his eyes are strained and shadowed, as though he has been up way too long. You've seen this firsthand as an artificer who works in an academy.
Okay.
Now, the effects that he's under seem much more drastic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a deception check and say to him, "Oh, let me inspect those for you to see how valuable they actually are. I'm very good at being able to decipher the amount of gold that you'll be able to get for these items."
Make a deception check.
Oh, you crafty bastard.
All right, hold on. Of course. Deception. 14.
Okay. He looks at you up and down.
He says, all right, but let's go into the other room. It has better light. I don't want you slipping any into your pockets like a thief.
How dare you? I am Norik's sister.
I just snort.
I would.
I don't give a shit who you are. Come.
And he pulls the gear on the wall and the portcullis slides up and he runs into the next room with you excitedly.
Okay.
I turn and look at the party and I like motion. The fuck?
I sort of whisper,
Crazy.
like, I don't think he's gotten any sleep, but perhaps a mental break.
Where the fuck is Kopesh?
I don't know.
You see no
I mean-
sign of Kopesh in the next room.
He would have walked by here at least, right?
You imagine. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and grab a torch and come over and just look at this ash a little bit.
Okay.
Our light giver is gone. No, Kopesh.
Make a nature check. As you're making that nature check, the following room appears to be a mess hall. As indicated by the map, it is a long, rectangular, deep chamber, about the same size as the common room, albeit turned vertically. Along the left-hand wall, there are carts and massive barrels holding water. There are sacks of grain stacked unceremoniously. Along the right-hand wall, there's smaller barrels and supplies, bags of salt, bottles of cooking oils, furnaces, ovens, and small repair area where there's like a miniature forge with some bellows and anvil.
Go ahead.
At the very far end of the section, the room, there is another portcullis leading out. And again, this chamber is probably like 120 feet deep.
Can I
Are
do a
the
massive perception check to see if I can like just sense if there's anything wrong with this room? Like this guy's giving me really fucked up vibes.
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
It is a 16.
Yes. You don't need a passive perception because he runs up into the middle of the room and he pulls out a handful of ash and he lets go as though it was falling down on a table that is not there. It just sprinkles down on the floor. And he says,
Look at it. Look. Glorious. Color red, ruby deep. Ah.
Those noises aren't.
I go into the middle of the room with him. And I'm going to just completely act as though everything's normal.
make a performance check for me.
$21.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, you're playing right into this guy's fantasy. You're saying all the right words in seemingly the right order, and it appears to be very pleasing to Torin.
Yes, I will make such a fortune. My family will be revitalized.
Yes, your mother's looking for you. She's very worried.
My mother. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember her, right?
Yes.
Torin.
Not a very gentle woman. Yes?
May I make a suggestion?
You may. But should you?
Whether or not your mother is a gentle person, I think that you... Whoa. Sorry, the map just went.
That's hot.
I think that you should take as much gold as you can hold. Rubies, gold, gems. Go back up to the surface and show your mother. I mean, after all, she's the owner of these mines, and you two could be filthy rich. After all, this is not going anywhere. I mean, mine all of it.
Make a persuasion check.
And while Revius is doing this, can I do a sleight of hand check to steal the map from him?
You can poke a hand.
Wait
into
till I'm
his-
done!
Make a
That
sleight of
was
hand check.
very good. Not yet.
My fucking
No.
god.
What is said is said. Make a sleight of hand check, Jacob.
Uh,
Damn it.
Thank God I get to redo that. 19.
Why do you get to redo that?
Why? Because it was a nat 1.
Oh, halfling luck.
Oh.
We call it the luck of the little people.
Mm-hmm.
It was an 11.
Okay. He looks at you and he sort of like his shoulders hunch up and his eyes narrow and he looks at you and says,
Why? So that you can take all the goods left, all of the extra riches in the furthest chambers.
Torin,
No,
does
we're
it
gonna
look
save
like
it
I'm
for you.
strong enough to mine gold?
Anyone is strong enough. This is dwarven mine. Perfectly laid out.
Tegan, you reach a hand into a pouch and you pull out a handful of ash.
God damn it. Cool.
I liked your idea. I'm gonna say it was clever.
He does not seem to notice. I will add.
Congratulations.
You don't
Okay.
have to leave, but we've heard that there's bad things in the mines. Perhaps you should come with us, especially if you want to make sure we don't steal your gold, right?
Yes. Further
Yeah,
in.
let's take the crazy person with us. That sounds great.
Well, we could let him roam free and die. How does that sound to you?
Yes. I
No,
won't be dying here.
exactly.
Torn.
What?
You trusted my brother, right?
A little bit.
I promise you that if you go see your mother, any gold that we find will be yours. I want nothing to do with it.
The promise of a Bowerite who will escape to the vapors.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
The fuck is the vapors?
He farted.
Actually, no.
and he-
Rivia says it
yeah,
out loud. What the hell is the vapors?
He farted.
Norik
and
left
didn't
me.
18.
18.
All right. But I need assurances. One of you must come with me.
Well, we
What?
have somebody waiting up the stair. Although we can't find him.
He grabs you by the hand. Revius.
He says, just to the elevator.
Just
Okay.
do it. Just do
Yeah.
it.
I mean, if I just have to... Does he mean in the elevator? I guess I'll see. Whatever, fine.
Okay.
I'll let him escort me.
Okay. He pulls you to the elevator and he hops on. He says,
Tell me I have your word.
You have my word.
All right.
and he pulls the gear box and the elevator begins to grind up. Revius, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Why? I don't like this. Why? Hang on, I'm trying to.
Oh, is the fever contagious?
That was a gay face.
Oh, I'm. Ooh, 19.
Okay. Excellent. Kopesh,
Yeah.
you're in the middle of a glorious cathedral, light spilling in from impossibly high arched windows. Your mentor and friend rest upon a dais in the center of the cathedral. There is a throne, and they're both standing on either side of it. Father Krios again beckons to you with an outstretched hand.
Come, my boy. It is time
Time for what?
for you to
Right.
become everything that we've needed you to be. The hero.
Wait, me?
Yes.
I thought Jareen would be more of that ideal hero from all his grandstanding.
Oh, but this isn't about Jareen. Is Jareen here? This is about you. You were brave enough to come after us.
Well, of course. I wasn't gonna let you guys get hurt.
Isn't this what you've wanted?
It is. It's in my heart of hearts, yeah. But I've always imagined the moment like this becoming the hero with my friends beside me. You know, TJ at my feet, Revius giving me a back rub, Alaric casting magic like fireworks, you know, kind of having, and Nipsey giving me the best tea. And, you know, I've imagined this with all my greatest friends and family. Of course, I've imagined this for years. I'd kind of like them to be here if I'm going to ascend.
Well, there's plenty of time for that after you've ascended.
But it means more. Like, how would I do this? I need to rub it in, kind of. I'm selfish as shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess I can ascend, but what do I need to do?
What are you waiting for?
He almost snaps at you.
It's like, get up here and sit down.
Hey! Oh! I don't
Make
think
a-
you've ever...
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. That's 22.
For the briefest of moments, the light coming down and cascading from the ceiling flickers to darkness. You see Father Krios and Iadai but their eyes are closed. Their heads are lolled to the side. The throne flickers and flashes to darkness, and then it returns.
Come. Sit on the chair. The throne, it calls to you. It beckons.
What the hell? Oh my god. Oh. What was that? Did you see that flash? No, not even a flash. That darkness. What's going on?
The greatest challenge is always in the ascension.
In the ascension, you say? Well, you wouldn't mind if I'm going to ascend, that I would love to do it bathed in the light of our fellow Lord, right? So let's beckon together.
Well, wait a second.
I raise up my my censer and I've got another charge in here. So I will channel divinity and use my light once more to, if there's any magical darkness, it gets dispelled. So I'll do it as I walk to the throne. So I'll raise it up and channel divinity.
Excellent.
Use radiance of the dawn.
Hang tight.
But I'm still walking towards the throne because that's still really fucking enticing. So I'm walking towards it.
You raise your diadem up into the air. Is this your censer or your lantern of revealing, or what is this?
So normally it's my censer, but it started off with the lantern.
Okay.
But my lantern is tucked away, so it's my censer at this point. So.
Okay. So you bring out the censer, and light and smoke spill out of it as you walk forward. At first, this warmth envelops you. You feel it starting at your feet and winding its way up you. Just this sense of rapture and glory as you're ascending the stairs of the dais, heading toward the throne. But as you pull the censer out and the light begins to spill outwards and burn, you see Father Krios, in an uncharacteristic moment, reach a hand out and cry out in pain.
Stop the light!
The lights and the cathedral fade from view as the magics of your spell and divinity penetrate the illusion. The Balhaneth, lurking from the ceiling above, its great tentacles wrapped around you. First, that warmth that you felt, now a pressure pulling you. The dais disappears. You see Father Krios, and you see Iadai, unconscious, wrapped in tentacles, held aloft in a room full of bones and darkness, over just a sheer pit. Even the light from your blinding radiance does not penetrate the bottom of this pit. The Balhaneth is, of course, wrapped in darkness on the ceiling, where it suspends above the pit. It shrieks in agony. Is this a dexterity save?
It is a con save.
Con. It fails. Roll damage for me, please.
Come on, D. This is the stupidest roll ever. Come on, fucking stop. I'm sorry, D&D Beyond stupid. That's 19 radiant damage.
19, excellent. As the holy energy burns and sears the creature, you feel the tentacles around you loosen. Revius, you blink your eyes as the elevator fades from view. You head back towards your party. You pull the gear, the portcullis opens, and you step through. But it's not the mess hall anymore.
Fuck!
Where am I?
Please reference Owlbear, and you may place your token.
Okay.
Hey, Alaric, we're rich. And I throw the bag of ash to him.
I need Alaric to beat his ass. If you don't
Where
mind.
the fuck am I?
I need Alaric to cast a powerful spell on TJ, just to teach her a lesson.
Where did I enter from? Where should I have my mini?
Place yourself before the altar.
Wait, how does your owlbear load so quickly? Mine takes 15 seconds to load up. I'm curious.
Why is Spelunking like this really muscular fucking raven-headed guy?
Because you're
Probably.
making assumptions. Revius, you
Yeah.
find yourself in a massive domed chamber that sparkles and glints with the reflective nature of a stone you've never seen before. The dappling of lava casts itself, shimmering in flits through the entire cavern. A multi-tiered series of overlapping levels raise upward to a monstrous throne with gilded pillars soaring overhead on either side. Seated is a human-like being cast of stone with a face of pure molten rock. Even seated, he seems to be 20 feet tall. Massive coronite shackles bind his arms and waist, linking into a grand padlock upon his chest, the size of a horse-drawn cart. Before the pools of lava down below that the throne overlooks is a pier of circular stone, befit with runes and a strange doorway made of revolving red crystals. You find yourself on the ground before him, the grand figure up top. On the ground in front of you is a small straw doll.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I must have come through the wrong door. I'll just be making my way out. And Revius just slowly backs up.
Okay. As you back your way up, the figure does turn and regard you with this molten face. It makes a move, and you hear the rattling of the large coronite shackles and the chains. It appears to be well fixed into the seat. You hear a voice boom through the chamber, and it says, "Revius, wait."
How do you know my name?
I have been watching, waiting. I have summoned all of you here. Your friends.
I look around and see nobody is around me, and I said, well, you only summoned me, apparently, and I'm really uncomfortable with being alone with you.
Your friends are in danger. I summoned you because my sister trusts you.
Who?
Make a history
What?
check.
What? I love it.
He is made of, like, rock.
I'm waiting for you to say when, Revi. No, when did they trust me?
History 18.
You glance down at the ground. You see the doll. You think, when did you last see small toys scattered somewhere?
In the glass village, probably.
Aye!
You aren't made of glass.
No. I am the heart of the mountain,
The maker, you might say.
the meddlesome one. And we will switch back to Alaric and Tegan. Now, only the two of you in the mess hall.
I was just inspecting that ash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it exists anymore.
It's standard ash.
Okay.
Not gold.
Not gold.
Not rubies.
I
No,
mean, does it look like it was from a fire or like from a burned human or something?
burned wood, you think. Wood, charcoal. There's even like little flecks of metal and rock in it. It's peculiar. But now that you're sort of looking at your surroundings, you note that there is some smoke spilling in from the portcullis to the north of the mess hall, deeper into the chambers beyond.
That's weird.
Well,
I'll go join Tegan, and this crazy, the dwarf is now gone, so I'll
He's
just go join Tegan.
Yeah, he and Revius had walked past you into the other room, and Revius did not return.
Okay. Where is Kopesh? I hope he's not in that smoke up ahead. Must have gone on. It's not like him to just, I don't know, explore by himself.
yeah, I've been trying to figure out where he is. I mean, we didn't ask Torin if he saw him, but I don't think Torin would have told us anyway.
take a quick look around for any more potions. That last one was really useful, and this room looks well stocked. So I'm just gonna briefly look around to see if there's any rope or an extra torch, because now I don't know where Kopesh is. So
You find plenty of supplies, dried rations, foods. You don't find any potions here or anything immediately useful. If you were to prepare a feast, or like there's rope, there's mining tools, there are blacksmithing tools.
I'm just
definitely
going
torches.
to grab some food and a few torches and carry forward.
Okay. You head toward the back of the hall to the next room.
You cool with
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you opening the next room. Bear with me as I
Switch to a different map.
the map's huge. I have 3 different ones.
Give me 20 seconds for this new map to load up.
All right. Reference Owlbear if you will. You open a portcullis and head down a small hallway. At this point, there is smoke clinging to the ceiling of this carved out hall. Now, you're getting out of the rooms that are actually like supported and put together by pillars with manufactured walls and masonry. Now you're entering earthenly carved rooms. This one is an octagonal chamber. It's littered with piles of ash and twisted metals and charred wood that lines the outsides of the chamber. In the center, there are the remnants of a nearly extinguished bonfire. Smoke has plumed up to the ceiling and clings, hanging low overhead, forcing you to bend over as you walk through the chamber toward it. The vents appear to be insufficient to clear out the smoke here. There is another portcullis on the far end of the 80-foot chamber, so about the same length as the previous one. These are large chambers that you can see barely through the smoke. But alarmingly, along the left-hand wall, there is a cluttered jumble of poorly crafted ramparts. Kind of what you saw above, but much more crude. Another cave-in seems to have occurred here. However, this one is open beyond the wood scraps, broken carts, and several armored corpses. What would the two of you like to do?
I'd like to pull out my map and see if I can place us here,
Yeah, so
as well as any of those X's and special things the foreman drew on the map.
this region is littered with X's. It's all over. It's also very crudely hand-drawn. Like, everything else seems to be drafted, like straight lines, like they used grid and rulers. Here, it's just hand-drawn in. It's experimental mapping. There's this chamber. There's a small hallway beyond that leads to another rectangle, and then there's a spider web of chambers that go off in every direction. And there's no X's in that chamber, so there's big red circles.
Mm-hmm.
I want to investigate the bonfire and see what they were actually burning.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Great. A 10.
Okay. As you approach, you note there's an acrid tinge to the smoke. They were burning wood. They were burning whatever they could get their hands on. And it looks like it was done for a purpose. It's obviously super unusual for dwarves to burn something in a cave. You do note that acrid sense, like it's not just wood smoke. You know, as you're picking through, you see a lot of remnants of those roots were being burned.
And they have healing properties, right?
Oh, they're just water.
Yeah, it's like survival roots. Like they're just good luck, they're good fortune, they're healthy things to have around.
Can I do an Arcana check or a History check to see if I can understand the ritual that they might be doing?
Sure. Let's go with either
History?
nature or survival.
Oh, I'll do. Okay. I'm going to use corruption
Okay.
and do the survival check.
Okay.
So I got an 18.
Excellent. As you're picking through the remnants and looking at these, you make a connection that if you wanted to create a fire with more smoke, you would use green wood, something heavier in moisture. So it appears that they specifically burned these, which is very out of character, for the reason of creating the smoke. You think that they were creating this smoke because it was keeping something away.
Alaric, we might have a problem.
Hang on, I'm just looking for some water that I can shape water and put this fire out.
No, we might not want to put a fire out. I think that they were burning this to keep whatever is out here away from them.
Okay. But burning a fire down here is really dangerous.
I think just being in here is really dangerous.
I start scanning around with my torchlight, just trying to see like if there's anything in here.
You see that the ramparts hastily created is just like broken carts, broken down wood, pillars, metals, pickaxes, anything they could muster and throw. They tried to just fill that cave in with stuff. Make a perception check as you're scanning the room. We'll give you advantage because you're using a light.
Is there just one cave in?
One cave in and one portcullis that leads deeper.
Okay. 12 with advantage.
Ouch. Okay. You don't see much about the ramparts. It's odd. It's unusual. It's not on the map. But as you're scanning light through the smoke, it's casting like beams of light are piercing through. They shimmer on something beyond the portcullis. Tegan, I would like a wisdom saving throw.
We're 19.
Excellent. Nothing happens.
Damn right, nothing happens.
I follow that shimmer up toward the portcullis.
Okay. You hold the torch in front of the portcullis, peering in through the slats, and you see glass person after glass person. Hundreds of people crammed in this hallway and the hallway beyond.
That's freaky.
What do you see, bro?
Tegan, I've never seen anything like this. It's like the entire city, Falfern, has been turned to glass. Not Falfern.
Kirhall?
City.
Cure
Oh.
Hall, yeah.
There are so many people here. They all just look like dwarves.
Dwarves, humans, that appears to be everyone from Cure Hall. Varying sizes, age, gender. It's just
Do
everyone.
I see Norik?
You see hundreds of glass people. You really don't know. I mean, you can open and start like scanning each and every one of them if you'd like.
Again, this area was marked with a red circle on my map. I don't know what it distinguishes, but there were a few kind of hot spots, almost areas to avoid. This could be one of them. They're either areas to avoid or areas of the source of the infection.
I wish Revius was here. I feel like Revius would know what to do, maybe.
Where is Revius? I thought she was just behind us.
Yeah, maybe Torn made him go back up.
It's not like him.
As you're discussing this, you see a flash of blinding light pour out from behind the ramparts. Revius. You
Eh.
stand in this large domed chamber before the earthen figure. He stands as best he can and says,
You must free me, Revius. Your friends are in danger.
Yes, they are in danger, but so is the whole town. Before I do, why should I trust anything you're saying? Who chained you down here?
A man chained me here. My sister, the elemental princess of the waters.
That sounds like a woman.
She was corrupted by the wizard Prime. He has chained all of the elements to his will. You have heard the rumblings. The pieces of the puzzle are before you. Trust me. I have brought you here every step of the way. Use the gifts that I have given you.
You infected us with the glass.
In a way, but not quite. Free me before your friends perish.
How do you plan to stop Teledale? The Wizard Prime.
We do not have time for this. Your friends will die if you do not save me.
Yes, they will, but plenty more will die if we don't make the right moves.
Free me.
What would he?
I start working on the chains as
Okay.
best as I can. I don't exactly.
well, there's a large padlock. He seems to want you to use your corruption to free
Okay.
him with your tools.
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
I
We're all gonna
know
die
you've
anyways.
made a skeleton key before.
How do you know about that? Have you been spying on me? That's honestly a little bit creepy, but I will use corruption.
It's a Tinker Tools
Yeah,
tools check.
my all-purpose tools. That is a 28.
Okay. You pull out your Tinker Tools. You know how to shift their form into thieves' tools. You've done it 1,000 times before. You feel the mechanics changing underneath your deft fingers, manipulating the tool into the form that you need. You realize that it's so much larger, though. The padlock is huge. It's the size of a cart. As you heft it up, that was my phone falling out of my pocket. As you heft it up, you realize that there's no way you can make your tools large enough to fit. So as you access the corruption, you see glass fragments creeping out of thin air around you. Filaments wrapping themselves around your tools, just growing the tool to fit the size that you need. You look down at the lava. You see small little portals fizzling in and out of existence. These little runes in the lava itself. Coronite and glass mixes and churns and teleports from the lava into the air around your tools. This seems to be the heart of the area of corruption. The key fits into the lock. It twists. The chains fall to the creature's side. He stands and he reaches a fingertip out and touches you on the head and says,
Save your friends.
do you choose to automatically fail the wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if I don't, he could probably just kick me and I'd ragdoll and be dead, so.
Very well. You teleport. Tegan, Alaric, You feel yourselves begin to be pulled inexorably. I would like wisdom saving throws, if you'd like to attempt it. You don't technically know what's going on, but you do see the flash of light coming from the other side of the ramparts.
15.
20.
Okay, because you both fail anyway. You feel yourselves lifted up. He has a very high saving throw. You feel yourselves both lifted up. You are in a large, dark chamber. Suspended in the air before a Balhaneth is a sight you've never seen before. A gnome shrouded in light. Father Krios up on one side, Iadai on the other, both unconscious. The light flares out, burning away the flesh of the Balhaneth. It releases Kopesh, and you see him fall down into a dark pit below.
Do I have time to scream?
Yeah, you definitely have time to scream.
Ah!
Kopesh, you fall into this massive pit down below. I would like everyone to roll initiative for starters.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Okay.
Nat 20, yo, 26.
Okay. Mark these down in chat.
Ooh. Nat 20 for 22.
Also, Revius, you could have just come back with us. You didn't need to, do this magical ritual to get us all together.
I'm not with them, am I?
You are all now
You're
in this
with
chamber.
us, yeah.
You've all been
Okay.
portaled here.
Oh no, I have some shit to tell you guys. Just maybe we should focus on saving Kopesh.
You can
Kopesh,
and then I look up. Oh my god.
the tentacle having released you, Kopesh, you fall into this dark pit. You just feel story after story, second after second of falling, the wind whipping in your ears.
Screaming the whole way.
And then a thud. And darkness.
Take
How
20
much?
falling damage.
That's what I'm saying. Is it 20d6? 20. How much falling damage is that? So it feels like it hurts.
You're bracing for the impact, your eyes clenched tightly. You open them. You are surrounded by skeletons, but you are suspended in midair. There is a large one-handed mace at the bottom of the pit. You recognize this as the holy censer on the statue that is outside of the holy hall of the midday sun.
Oh. I'm terrified but intrigued.
The rest of you have seen Kopesh disappear from sight. I will give you all a surprise round on the Balhaneth.
Okay.
It is up on the ceiling, right?
It is. Now, give me a moment. I will switch us. So you will see the chamber on Owlbear momentarily. There's a large pit in the middle of it. Bones are strewn around it. Please place your miniatures.
It is. And it's a bad
Oh.
boy.
I don't want to attack something so cute.
Yeah, it's an ugly creature.
Icky.
How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 30 feet tall. It is hanging off of it. Alaric, what is your
I
initiative?
can't read.
13.
Kopesh, did you roll initiative?
I did.
They're in
What?
the video chat.
Okay.
I got an 8. Yes.
Thank you.
I like the tailbone. I don't know what creature that is, but it's fucking big.
What's the tailbone connected to?
I have
The
nothing.
hip bone. The hip bone, bro.
Oh dang! And then the hip bone's connected to.
The spine bone? Think?
The clavicle.
Tegan, what would you like to do?
I am going to run behind Alaric.
Oh my god. Cool.
You little shit!
And then yell
Emphasis
at,
on little.
and then yell at the creature and taunt it to come over to us.
Okay, very good. Is that your turn?
I'm also gonna ready my weapons.
Okay,
Why don't
fair
you
enough.
climb down here and come get us?
Fair enough. Alaric, it's your turn. Tegan has just run behind you and started screaming at the creature.
Sure, it's not Revius' turn?
Yeah, it's Revius' turn.
Oh, I didn't even
Revius
get Revius
goes.
in there.
Yeah, he's 22.
I did Alaric twice. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember that.
I have that many spells.
Revius, your turn.
Balhaneth on the ceiling, yes.
Aye, aye. The large, shaggy, multi-tentacled creature, which basically its stomach distends down below it in this sort of oval shape, and it just has a huge mouth in it with these 4 giant claws.
Ew, ew. Shit. Does it look squishy?
It's a creature.
I know.
I'm sure you could find squishy parts of it, but everyone has
Yeah.
squishy parts.
I don't know whether I should pull out everything or not. Fuck it, I guess.
You may die otherwise, or get dropped in this pit like me.
Yeah,
Decision
maybe.
making.
It's dark down here.
Let's go.
I don't know whether this is an action or not because it won't say, but I want to use my spell rot tattoo.
Okay.
Revius pulls up his sleeves and you just see basically like blueprints almost and schematics on his arm, and he pierces his skin and the ink changes into his Eldritch Cannon.
Excellent.
And I summon it again.
So,
Guessing that's an action.
Okay. Yep.
It just won't say, so I will bonus action command the Force Ballista. Actually, I'm gonna do the... Oh... I don't think the fire can reach that far.
Your turn's almost up.
Cool. 18, 15-foot cone. How tall is the ceiling?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay, yeah. Force cannon and hit.
Okay.
Or
Roll attack,
blast.
please. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep the tension here.
10 to hit.
Okay. Your blast hits the ceiling beside it, showering down with sparks of rock, unfortunately going wide. Would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I guess I'll move farther away from it.
Okay.
Maybe
Excellent.
back into like the near the skulls.
Okay, yeah. There's just a pile of dwarven skulls back there. Alaric, it is your turn.
I think I see a few different piles of that same orange root. And I'm hoping I can put 2 and 2 together and light one of them on fire. So I'm going to throw a firebolt at the nearest pile of that orange root in the corner.
Okay.
Some smoke up in this bee.
Okay, down here.
Yep.
Okay. You do that, igniting them. We're going to say that smoke initially covers about that region, about 15 feet out. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I will tell Tegan the same thing. Tegan, the smoke. I think it's for this creature.
Got it.
Excellent. Do you want to do any moving?
I'm gonna move close to the smoke.
Okay, perfect. Kopesh.
Since I'm at the bottom of this pit, can I even see up and see them? Can I see that thing?
Seems to be like hundreds of feet up.
Okay, I'll just go straight for because I was going to ignore them anyway, to make sure nobody died. I'm going to go straight for that a little censure flare thingy.
Okay.
Mace. There we go. The mace.
Yeah, it's like a one-handed mace. However, the edge of it is hollowed out. You reach out and you grasp it with a hand, and the figure appears a spectral gnome on the other side, grasping the other portion of it, and he says, "About time you got here."
About time? Were you waiting for me?
I've been waiting for years. Take this.
Some would say 100.
I grab it and I say, "You could have sent me ascending."
Good luck. You've got
Hey,
big,
how do I get out of here?
you've got big shoes to fill. And with another
I wear a boot.
without another word, as you're trying to give him a rebuttal, he appears as spectral orb that just replaces the center of the hollow mace tip, igniting. You feel wings sprout along your back.
What the fuck?
Daylight pours from the tip of the hammer as you begin to soar upward.
I scream, "Here I come!" loudly.
Okay.
I'm probably still hundreds of feet, so they can't hear me. But yeah.
The Balhaneth shambles along the ceiling. That is the wrong tool. You see it just creeping and crawling its way. It throws out a tentacle. Tegan, does an 18 hit?
I believe so, yes.
All right. You take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and moved 5 feet up into the air.
Cool. That's fun.
It drops to bite you.
Oh, don't bite
17
me.
to hit.
Yes, it does hit.
Take 27 piercing damage.
What? Okay, I am very bloodied.
This creature would be well beyond you, but there are some twists and turns. All right, we are back to the top of the order. Tegan, it is your turn. You are wrapped up. The smoke is billowing out. It has not quite hit the Balhaneth, but you are grappled.
Yeah, so I need to do strength.
Dexterity, acrobatics skill check.
Acrobatics skill check?
Yep, to escape a grapple.
13.
That is unfortunately not enough to escape.
Cool. So that's the end of my turn, right? I can't do anything.
I guess not. I mean, technically, you do have a magical item that's supposed to help you teleport.
I do?
Yeah, I gave it to you with your corruption advancement.
What, my dagger?
Never mind. All right.
My dagger doesn't.
Revius, it is your turn. You're muted.
Is it still on the same? Oh, it's not. It moved.
Yeah, it dropped down to fight
Okay.
Tegan.
I'm going to throw fairy fire at it because we really need to be hitting this thing.
Okay.
Dex 16.
It fails.
Yes. Okay.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna bonus action Eldritch Cannon. God damn, this is awful. Yeah. 5 to hit, I guess.
Okay. With advantage?
Oh, not with advantage, no. I
Yeah,
forgot
fairy
about
fire. You just put it on there.
that. 13.
Okay. 13, unfortunately, will also miss.
That's my turn.
All right. 8 fires off another blast into the ceiling. However, your grenade does, of course, land, and you see lightning showering this creature. Revius, if that's your turn. Alaric, it is your turn. You see the smoke is billowing actively and very well along the ceiling. You think that you could push it along with some sort of a wind spell?
Don't have that, but what I do have is a long range on a firebolt, which I'm going to use to ignite the second one in the bottom left corner there. I can snipe that 70 feet away.
Okay, excellent. I'm not going to call for an attack on this. You fire off a firebolt. It does hit the corner. It's a large, like, gnarled vines. It explodes and crackles with flame as smoke begins to catch along the ceiling and ebb outward.
Okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
I saw Kopesh, hang on, we're coming for you.
Excellent. As you yell Kopesh, you ascend. Holy
fly up.
winds on the back of Kopesh as he holds a grand hammer in one hand outstretched before him appears in the maw of the mouth of the cave. And light floods the room. What would you like to do, Kopesh?
I scream out, I've become the hero! Now, bonus action daylight spell right in front of the creature.
Okay.
Just burst it.
What's your, what save do I need to make?
Daylight, there is no save. It's just basically I'm shedding light for a 60 feet radius.
Okay.
Just making it very bright everywhere until there's no darkness left in the room.
Okay, it would dispel all darkness. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, you are doing that. The room is completely lit. Excellent.
I need to move out of this pit too. So 25 feet of fly. I'm assuming it's fly movement since I have wings, right?
Yeah, we're going to say it's the flight spell, 60 feet per turn. I'm sorry. Yeah, 60. I believe that's flight. Or fly.
Fast.
You're muted, Greg.
I fly between all my friends and land and
Okay.
look around and like, I'll keep you all safe, don't worry.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
Kopesh. Get you.
So it's the per turn passively is when it's their time to go, they get that back.
Yeah, at the
Basically.
start of their turn. Tegan will regain 10 health. You still have
Yeah.
an action if you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I would like to hit that thing with a fireball.
Okay.
4th level.
All right.
that'd be it.
13.
Fails.
Excellent. Give me damage.
38 fire damage.
Excellent. The creature is bloodied. You hear it shriek, and it recoils, attempting to hide. It releases Tegan due
Thank
to the
fucking
damage.
God.
It tries to go back up to the ceiling. You see its tentacles go up as it searches for darkness, but it can't find any. It seems to be innate and important for it to function. It reels backward to the edge of the cavern, but it cannot flee the light. But it is the Balhanath's turn. It surges forward, attempting to kill our newfound holy gnome.
I still scream. I call myself the hero, like, that's getting closer.
It pauses. It looks at you. It recalls the illusion it was attempting to use on you. It surges backward again, causing an attack of opportunity from Tegan.
Huzzah!
Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get sneak attack because no allies are engaged with it. In melee.
That's okay. Oh, you said though attack of opportunity, so
Yeah.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. He's not looking great, but you do manage to slash at one of his tentacles as he surges backwards. He looks over at you, Kopesh, and says, "You should have just taken the throne." And his tentacles surge out and reach for Father Krios and wrap him up and pushes him off the side of the hole.
Fuck.
That will use his turn, though. Probably keeping Tegan from dying. Tegan, it is your turn.
Okay. What I would like to do, I want to attack this thing. That's what I want to do. I
Okay.
want to attack this thing.
Make an attack roll, please. With advantage.
24.
Okay. Again, no one is engaged, so you do not have sneak attack damage.
That's okay. But I'm going to use my bonus action because I'm dual wielding.
Absolutely. Make 2 attacks then, please.
25 for the second one.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so 21 with the first one.
21 damage?
And yeah, 21 damage because I get the extra dice roll with the dagger.
You don't have sneak attack damage on these, though.
Yeah, I'm not using sneak attack. You gave me, it's 2d4 plus 7. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, not 21. 15
Okay.
for the first one. And then 12 with the second one, so 27.
How are you rolling your damage?
You gave me 2d4
Yeah.
plus 7.
Okay.
And then I have
Yeah.
my greatsword that I'm attacking with.
What's this plus?
Doesn't-
What's plus 7? Because it should be 2d4 plus your dexterity modifier. That's your damage.
Which is 7.
Okay.
And then
That's still a
one-
maximum of 15 damage possible. So how are you hitting
Which
for
I-
21 with your second attack?
It wasn't 21 with the second attack. It was 12 with the second attack.
Okay. You don't add your
Yeah.
dexterity modifier to the bonus action attack either.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. So
That's okay.
then it's just what did I roll? 1d. Oh, apparently I got an 8 on that, so 8.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
My
well
bad.
damaged. That's okay. It just was.
Yeah, no,
too
I get
high
it.
for
It was-
plus-
I was like, I'm doing it right for the first attack at least. Like, yeah.
Excellent. Still well struck. Is that your turn, Tegan? As you just maul your way into this creature.
Yeah.
Okay. You see gouts of black blood spraying out as Tegan begins an assault renewed. Revius, it is your turn. Don't forget your advantages.
I'm gonna firebolt the mother trucker. Uh, 28.
Hits.
Oh, that's a D10. Cool. I thought it was an 8.
Should be 2, right? Plus a D8.
Um. 17 damage, fire damage.
Nice.
And then bonus action, force ballista. 11.
11 does unfortunately miss. You see, first your firebolt fires out of your tools, the glass still having a sheen to them. It slams into the heart of the creature, knocking some of its teeth out as it spills backward again. Unfortunately, the force ballista doesn't anticipate the movement of the creature and soars high. The Balhanath will use a legendary action to tentacle wrap Iadai.
Motherfucker.
Alaric, it is your turn.
You're muted.
How far am I from that tentacle wrap in Iodai?
20 feet.
I'm gonna close that distance, and I'm gonna use a new spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the tentacle, and I'm going to vampiric touch this thing.
Nice. All right. Is that a saving throw? Or an attack?
It's oh, well, it's not fun. It's an actual spell attack.
Okay.
So I rolled an 11.
Did you use your advantage?
Oh no. Oh, goodness. 23.
Okay. That changes everything. Roll damage for me.
Okay. Takes 4 damage.
Oh my god.
It has 3 health left.
You rush forward. It has 2 health left. You rush forward, grabbing the tentacle, and you draw as much vitality out of it as you can, but it does not relinquish Iodai. However, this turn, the smoke surrounds it. It will make a Constitution saving throw.
It's gonna fail and die because of smoke.
Much like real life.
It uses a legendary reaction if your turn is done, Alaric.
Yes.
It attempts to teleport with Iodai held fast. However, you see it flicker in and out of existence. The daylight pouring out from the hammer keeps it held in place. And as it takes a deep breath and begins to fling Iodai down the hole as well, it chokes on the smoke, becoming paralyzed. Kopesh, it is your turn.
I'm going to fly up and hit it hard, and then with my... Actually, I'm going to fly up and hit it and stab it with my... Yeah, hit it with my sensor, I guess.
Okay. I didn't.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the weapon thing is. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, so I guess I'll just swing my sensor. I guess.
Make your attack with advantage.
I do nothing because my rolls are terrible.
Okay. Well, that was your action. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
My light is pretty much all I can do. I can't bonus action hit him with anything.
No spiritual weapon or...
No, I don't have it cast and I'm out of spell slots. I'm going to dive straight down now. I'll leave my daylight spell where it is, but I'm diving right into the hole to see if I can catch Krios.
Okay, excellent.
Quickly.
You dive into the hole. You are fast. You are soaring forward. The Balhanoth is paralyzed. It loses its turn. Tegan, it is your turn. Tegan is gone. Kopesh. Make a strength athletics check
Shit!
with advantage due to your flight speed.
Crossing my fingers.
DC 16.
I fail. I fail. I fail.
Wait, can I? Oh, can I?
I'm in the hole. It's over.
I want to use Flash of Genius, but I don't know if it requires sight.
Read it out loud.
Yeah, it's C within 30 feet.
Yeah, I dove in the hole already.
Okay. Tegan.
Yo.
Kopesh has dove in the hole to attempt to save Father Krios. The creature is still alive. It has Iodai wrapped, but it is paralyzed.
Oh, I'm going after this fucker.
Okay. Make an attack roll with advantage.
25.
Hits. And he is paralyzed, so he will take double damage.
Well, he only has 2 health left, so.
Yes, there is no way you cannot slay him.
16 with doubling it.
Okay. You ram the glass dagger into the maw of the creature, and you just feel your arm slide into its brain.
Ew.
It falls around you in a mired husk. Kopesh, you soar down the tunnel, light trailing behind you as fast as you can. You reach a hand out and you feel it connect with Father Krios' belt. But as you grip, the belt breaks.
Can I try one last thing, one final thing as a bonus action?
What would that thing be?
I probably will end up killing him. I have a bonus action since I am Fey touched. I have a bonus cast of Misty Step. If I could 30 feet further down into the hole underneath Krios, maybe if the belt breaks, I can teleport really quickly underneath him.
I will allow it. But there's going to be some damage you're both taking.
I'm ready for it.
Okay. It is... Actually, you roll it for me. Roll... the hell...
I'm down for it. Let's let it happen.
Roll
8d4.
20d6.
What?
It's a d6 per 10 feet.
Take 120 damage.
And divide the damage amongst yourself and Father Krios.
Divide the damage. Okay, I will take 48. As 84 is what I rolled.
Okay.
So I'll take 48 points of that damage. And then he will take the remaining 36.
Okay.
No, wait, 48. 36. The remaining 36 he takes, I take 48.
Okay. Let me pull up his stat block.
Oh God, please. He's at least level 5. There should be a chance for him to live. God.
Well, he was already unconscious.
Shit, you're right. He might be
So
chunky
if
salsa. If he's old and he has low HP, he might be like permadead.
But you tried.
You did. Okay, let me change the music.
Somber music.
Both of your colleagues are dead.
On the bright side, we got a bag of ash.
True.
So,
Kopesh. The world goes black for a moment again as you find yourself in this hole once more. You see yourself back at the holy hall of the midday sun. Grasped tightly in your hand is a mace. A new mace, one that you have just recently acquired. You look up into the glinting sun and you see in the distance that tall statue of the hero holding that mace aloft with light shimmering out of it eternally. Beside you is Father Krios. In your other hand is a torn shred of a belt. Father Krios turns to you and says, "I've never been more proud of you. You will surpass every, and I mean every, negative thought and influence in your life. If your father couldn't rub off on you, I'm hopeful that I could."
You're my actual dad, of course. I'm trying to live up to who you are.
Well, you can stop. Trying, that is. Never stop actually doing it. But you can stop trying because you have accomplished it. And you did a long time ago.
There's no way I could be as great as you.
I think you'll surprise yourself. Many times over. This world needs you, Kopesh. Your friends especially, they make terrible decisions.
Oh, that I know. A lot of weird decisions, but isn't that what friendship is all about?
It is. When you go home, I'd like you to have an extra bottle of wine and some of that fancy, stinky cheese I have in my office.
It's the fanciest and the smelliest.
I'm sorry I won't be going back with you.
Don't leave me. Not yet. Please. Please.
All adventures come to an end. He looks up in the sky, and he sees the fire grow brighter as his spirit ascends. Your eyes open, and you're at the bottom of the cave. You have your holy relic in one hand, and a cinch of ruined belt in the other, and a limp Father Krios atop you.
I quietly start sobbing.
The rest of the party, you are up top. Looking down into the hole, you saw the light die. And all you hear emanate up is a light cry from Kopesh. And as you wish you could take a moment to give him time, amidst the smoke, the acrid burning, the corpse of the Balhanath, the ash sack clenched in Tegan's hand, you feel glass creeping up around you. You included, Kopesh. And you find yourselves in that large domed chamber. All four of you this time.
Does Iadai?
He was unconscious on the ground beside you, but he did not teleport as well. You stand before a large figure of a stone man with a molten face. He looks down at the party. Would anyone like to engage with him before he speaks?
I'm in no fit mood to do that.
I'm going to hug Kopesh. That's what I'm going to do.
Go to Kopesh too.
Same.
Oh. He looks
Kind
up.
of a brief moment. I'm like, sure, another gigantic creature that we can't comprehend. Like, it's our friend that matters more right now.
He turns back with the tears running down his face and just hugs everybody. As much of his little arms can try to hug everybody.
I whisper to Kopesh, those wings are really going to help us smuggle people later.
He bats you with, if he can move it, he bats you with one, just lightly.
As you're standing in the chamber, holding Kopesh in unison, you note that the Balhanath has been brought as well. The large stone figure marches down the tiers of columns and stone, seemingly in singular bounds. As he marches down before the chamber, you see him reach a hand down and pull a marble out of it. He also pulls out a fragment of map from its teeth. He lays that on the ground, seemingly knowingly. But the marble he pulled out, he rumbles to himself, finally. I have time.
Wait, there's another stone? Like, that we didn't know about?
Seems to be.
Yeah.
I look at you as like, get the map while you. I like nudge you. You see that? Get the map. Get it.
What are you going to do with it?
The map?
No, I'm talking to the big
Oh.
guy.
I am going to assemble the saviors.
Who
You've
are the
assembled
saviors?
What was that? You both spoke at the same
I
time.
I said you've assembled us.
I smacked Tegan upside the head. Who?
He cracks the orb between his fingers, and with a spark, you see 4 figures. First, the walls, the pillars that open up into this chamber fall, and the glass figures walk in. The same figures that you saw through the portcullis earlier, Alaric. They shamble forth toward the altar. He calls out, "No!" with a boom, and they stall in place, rocks growing around their feet. However, several of them walk forward. There's a small alcove in the wall that sort of shears itself away. First, Tegan, you note Norik, made of glass, walk forward. Alaric, you note your mother, walk forward. Revius, you see a little girl appear, and she grabs that doll off the ground and skips towards the other 2. And finally, an orb of light comes down from the sky. Father Krios, perhaps, encased in glass. They stand in the alcove. As the time orb cracks, you see across the far side of the wall, it becomes a sheer glass wall, seemingly staring into another chamber. You see a dark room with moss, a slight door being pulled ajar as 4 hapless adventurers spill into a chamber somewhere in the mountains. You see them walk forward, and you see them peculiarly look through the glass, looking right at you, but not seeing you.
It's us.
The
from
4
before.
figures mimic their actions perfectly. They break the glass, and the spirits of those that believe in you wrestle you all to the ground, granting you the power of the meddlesome one. What you believe to be corruption, in fact, the blessing of the earth itself. The elemental speaks to you, and he says,
You are indeed my saviors. Those who carry their love for you believe in you. And with that purpose, I also believe in you. Go to the lakes. Save my sister. And together we will defeat the Wizard Prime.
I reach out and grab Alaric as a firm, like, we got this.
We got this. He will not take me. He won't take any of us.
I look back towards Revius. Let's do this.
You just see Revius give a shaky 2 thumbs up, like,
That's more confidence than we've seen today. And then I, of course, clap TJ on the back. For Nort.
I'm going to light a torch and burn the piece of map.
okay.
Oh my.
Do you burn the whole map or just the final fragment?
All of it.
Okay. The ashes scatter, soaring up into the ceiling of the room. You feel yourselves being encased in glass again. The elemental figure, the meddlesome one in the mountains, calls out to you one last time and says,
I will keep your friends and family safe here. we will see each other again soon.
And you feel yourselves carried upward through the mountain. And that is where we will end today's session.
I'm going to cry.
I got literal chills.
Me too. And the music was perfect.